What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Vision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video, checking out JASMY. So JASMY gang, hit that like button, subscribe for more. Leave a comment where you're tuning in from. I really appreciate it. So we got JASMY here on the weekly. Um, the same concept that been thinking about from Friday is, TA isn't dead, but there has to be an emphasis on market psychology and overall sentiment. If we actually go to, right, let me pull this over real quick. Fear and greed. Um, Fear and greed index. I like the CMC. We're at a neutral. We're at a 40. Yesterday or like last week, a little bit, 1010. We're at fear, right? You're at fear, and if you can see, regardless of if it's a dead count bounce or not, right? You do get a little get it. Excuse me, get an impulse to the upside, right? So we're in neutral, right? You don't end bull markets up through here. You don't end bull markets up through here. Possibly up through here, possibly if people want to say, we ended in 2024, but yeah, I don't think so. And so this is not something where you come down through extreme fear like this and then you end up through here in kind of this not neutral but just slight greed, right? You ended up through here. You ended all the way up through here, extended periods of time where there's not more shorts than longs, right? There's not more shorts than longs. I do want to see liquidation heat map. All right, we're doing this coin glass. So if you see this, I mean, for Bitcoin, I mean, even up through, can I get up there? Can I get up there? Come on, man. Either way, up through the 116, 118 range, you have a large band of liquidations. I do want to see if I can get maybe. I don't want to do. Let's do shorts. No, I don't use this all the time, as you can tell. But either way, right, what I'm trying to get at is there's a lot of shorts piled on, right? There's a lot of shorts piled on. A lot of people have underestimated the amount of longs that got liquidated, right? Initially, it was 19 billion. Reports are coming out that it was 40 billion. I've read reports where it was over 100 billion, um, and that's just insane. It's insane. You don't have that. You don't do that just to keep going to the downside. You do that to pile on shorts and then to liquidate those shorts. So overall, right, JASMY, I've redone the structure. And it looks, right, you have your impulse, right, and then you have like your A, B, C kind of thing, right? A, B, C kind of thing. You've come down almost to the lows where you have your completed M pattern now, and now you can start to rip. Now you can. I'm still bullish, right? I'm still bullish on the charts. There's no reason to be bearish right now. The fact that we bounced and recovered, the fact that we're at near all-time lows for this cycle, right? I mean, you're lower. You haven't been lower since January 2024. Um, I mean, yeah, January 2024, you're lower. You're down at that point 0.4, but as of right now, I mean, this thing has, just been devastated, right? And so we'll get into the daily shortly, but I did want to look at this RSI, right? This RSI is coming in. We're coming in towards like the end of October to early November through here, where I think we're going to make a decision, right? Interest rate cuts are at the end of the month. This trade China bull crap it's all smoke and mirrors, right? It's all smoke and mirrors. China wants it. China wants to get into crypto. The United States wants to get into crypto. I think this is a liquidation event to get out a lot of people before both countries are going to start investing. Some big mega corporation is investing in Binance, and Binance is from that part of the world, if you didn't know. and they were affiliated with the CCP. So overall, right, I think the tariffs are just a means to drive price down. I don't think they're the reason. Um, Overall, right now, I mean, you do have a green dot on the Fu Manchu. Hasn't really meant much. I mean, you had a green dot right here, and then you got absolutely obliterated. You did get oversold on the daily. It's happened once. Now you didn't get oversold. It happened right here, right? And then you went on a run. What did we do first? So we had like a 1-2 setup, right? And then you got up, but you didn't finish, right? You had it truncated, and then you kept going, right? People were probably thinking, oh, you know, you had your 1-2-3, you know, I'm gonna long right here, and then you got up, oh, we're going to the moon, and then boom, gone, right? So that's how it works, right? You need 5 up. We didn't get 5 up, we got 3 up. So you still need a 1-2, and you get a 3, and then you need a 4th wave move down, then you need a 5th to extend. You know, how far up did this go? Let's check it out, right? From the low to the high. The low to the high, it went up 100%. From the low to the high, right, where are we at? 100%. So we're trying to, and that's kind of a nice key area. What, 1733, 177 something, 17 something. I'll take a look at it, right? I'll take a look. On the smaller time frames because I can actually see what's going on. This does look positive, right? I mean, we've come back into this. This is still the same. We've come back into this. I kind of left it, and I was like, you know, I'm just going to leave it. If we don't get back into it, we don't get back into it. We actually, you know, we almost touched these lows. I did have a buy order, like I was saying, at that 1 cent mark, and then I didn't get to buy the lows of the lows, right? I got another buy in around like the 9.5. 9.5.0095, but I didn't get it. Just wouldn't the order wouldn't go through for me. So it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Overall, right, I am keeping this down here. I'm keeping this, you know, my chart. You're probably thinking, you know, why do you have such a, you know, why do you have this included? It's because I want to capture some fake outs. I want to capture fake outs because that's what this market has been. It's been fake out, fake out, fake out, fake out, and then the real move, right? I do want to, you know, we're going to look at some levels right here. We're going to look at some levels right here because this does look like a 1-2, and we're working on a 3rd. Obviously on the micro. This is not the macro 3rd wave or anything like that. So the 786, we're above the 786. Can we stay above that? That would be very nice. Very nice. Okay. I mean, that 1618 is right at the October open, and then what were we thinking? That 17 cents, 1763. I wonder if that matches up. That's probably somewhere close to it, but I can leave this on for the 4 hour. Definitely, I can leave this on the 4 hour. We definitely want to stay above. You know, I'll go through and I'll actually redo some levels to stay above. But yeah, so we could, you know, so just get above that 786 and stay above that 786 is the ideal move. And then, you know, we'll take this out, and then we can invert this and start thinking, you know, you have a 1-2. I mean, just like XLM, right? You got your 1, 2, 3. Is this your 4th wave move to the downside before you go up? We didn't have a 5th wave move to the upside, right? We had like a barely of a move, and then we slammed down, right? Trapping a lot of longs, right? Who's to say they won't do that for shorts? I don't think we're gonna come down here. I don't think we're gonna go down to the lows just because a lot of people couldn't order the lows. So the people at the lows are the people that they're the ones that bought the low. They're not struggling or hurting for anything. So fib retracement. Dude, I'm tripping. I needed to do this the other way. Wait, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Not tripping. Sorry about that. Just sometimes I get confused, you know what I mean? Is 382. Stay below that 382. Stay below the 618. Boom, boom. Something like that, right? Stay below those two. We're looking good. I mean, it would make sense, right? You come up, you get bears start to get excited. Bears are super excited, right? Bears are super excited. You get above the 618, you bounce, and you just reject, and then you just elevator, right? It's gonna be fast. It's gonna be once we get going, it's gonna be fast. And guess what that does? Right? Guess what that does? So let's say we do. I don't really want to come down here, but let's say we do come. Let's say we like oscillate down, right? Let's say we go a little bit higher, and we start oscillating down like this. What that does is it allows, actually you couldn't even get above there. Let's do this one. There we go, something like that. Okay, this is kind of, it's not an area that I think, but I think we need to stay above that. So we have a 1, 2, we have a 3. All right, let's go up and get a little bit more. But let's say we come down like this, and we come down like this. Bears, I'm telling you right now, bears are gonna like load up through here. They're gonna load up thinking we're just gonna crash, when in reality we're just gonna have a 1, 2, 3. We're gonna have a 4 setup, and then we didn't break the lows. We didn't break the 1 high, and then we can go and get up a 5th. Liquidate a bunch of bears, get out of this zone, and have 5 waves to the upside. Right, have 5 waves to the upside. Keep going, right, and then just we're in golden territory. I do think we still need to get above this 200-day moving average. Right there at 1, 2. So let me put this back on. I don't think this is the low. So for us to even think like minimum target we want to get to is that 1618. It's right below that too. It's right below that too for the third wave, right? So maybe we get above, reject off the 2. We oscillate down in 4 for our 4th wave, right? And then we come up, right? So we would have 5 up, 5 up. How do we tempt bears after doing this? How do you tempt bears after doing this, right? So as long as you don't break the low of the 1 wave, because that would be 1 wave circle, that would be macro wave 1. Then you can come down 1, 2, 3, like you're coming all the way down, and then you stop right there at that 1, and you go. Something like that, right? Something like that. It would look like a head and shoulders, right? Bears would short the crap out of this right here, but then you just have a quick turnaround. That's to me how you get bears, because you gotta tempt the crap out of bears. You just do. You gotta tempt the crap out of bears, and then once that happens, then you can go to then you can just keep going. But for this next move, I mean, it's JASMY. You can move like crazy. Hopefully this third wave can get up to here somewhere. Like that. Get up there. I went over Bitcoin a little bit. Bitcoin looks strong. Looks stronger than most assets. I mean, it shouldn't surprise you, really. I mean, it dropped, but it really didn't do much dropping. So yeah. So that's what I got for JASMY. Right. We need to stay above that. Overall, I do want to see one more thing. Do I want to take it from here? I kind of want to take it from there. Oh, we're right at that 382. Wow. We're like right at that 382. But if I take it from up here, we're at that 0.5, which is just as good. Let's be more conservative. And that matches up with that October open. Wow, that's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So we got the October open matching. We got the October open matching. So we got levels to the upside. All right, I would like to get back in this channel. Like this. Like that, something like that. And go. That'd be really nice. So probably reject the 200. Probably. I mean, if I'm being honest, most of the time you do something like this. Right, that wouldn't be great. But what about in an uptrend? I do want to see that, and then I'll just go over stablecoin dominance real quick. Something like this. I mean, this wasn't bad at all, though. I mean, it kind of was, but not really. Like, you came up right to it. This is on the 4 hour, and then you went up. See what I'm saying? So you had your 1, 2, your 3 came right up to the 200. Right, you oscillated down. That's your A. Came up. That's your B. Came down. That's your C, and you're ready to go. Something like that. All right, that's what I'm thinking. And then you tempt bears, right? You tempt bears through here. Right, short, go short, right? You're thinking, oh, here we go, and then boom. And that just feels the fire. So that's what I'm kind of thinking right now. That's what I'd like JASMY to do. I'd like JASMY to get up on the 3rd wave, get up through here, come down on the 4th, all right? Something like this, all right? And then go. I mean, something similar like that, right? Not too complicated, not asking for, you know, not asking for a lot. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Okay, let's go over to stablecoin dominance, right? Stablecoin dominance, I'll go over this real quick. We are back in the zone. We're back at 662. I mean, this is flirting with this level on the weekly, right? I mean, we're down below it now. We're down below it. We closed right above it. I mean, I mean, if you're a market maker, you're doing a great job of just causing, you know, complete agony with this chart, bane of our existence, right? You shot up. I was thinking, okay, got to redo this whole chart, right? Had this chart out for weeks, but didn't, you know, didn't close above. So now we're looking good, right? This chart has an end date of the 27th of October, right? It's not going to go to right there, 27th of October. So, all right, we have another chance, right? We already did one. I'm gonna put that right there. We already did one. We did this one. Was it this one? It was this one. Yeah, it was this one. We broke down. We were like, okay, here we go, and then boom, sucked right up. So, right, we need to close below, come up, reject, and then go. We gotta reject. We gotta do something like this, where you close below, come up, reject, and then come down. Ideally not on the 200, because that means we're going to come back up into it again. Ideally, you could reject the pardon me, what is it, the 20, right? You can reject the 20, but it still looks good. I mean, nothing really changed, if I'm being honest. I mean, you had a little bit of a drop, not a little bit of a drop. You had a huge drop, right? Huge drop. Most people couldn't buy. Most people are out of the markets. Most people are not going to like this rally, and that's just how it is. Most people they're done, and I don't blame a lot of them, right? I really don't, because the manipulation is just out of this world. Overall, right, this is Bitcoin dominance plus stablecoin dominance. We're still in the same pattern, right? Where do we end? About the last week of October, right around interest rate cuts. I think we're gearing up for a bullish November, December, ladies and gentlemen. I think we flushed out leverage. I mean, look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance looks like it wants to make a decision by next week, which could be the case. It could be the case. We could price in interest rate cuts right here. Bitcoin dominance starts the initial fall, because you don't get like a huge price rally on the initial fall, right? You'll get something, but you'll come down, then you'll come up, reject, and then this is when you get the big price action. That's when you get the big, because this is mostly Ethereum. That's mostly Ethereum, right? And then Ethereum kind of corrects, and then the alts go crazy. So we got to let's see Ethereum move first. With Bitcoin being stable, all right, Bitcoin looks healthy right now. It does. You're above the 20-week moving average. You're above all the moving averages. I mean, you had tried to engulf this bullish weekly candle. You couldn't even do it. right? The wicks don't count. Wicks don't count, right? Couldn't even do it. Um, and so what are we doing now? We just kind of, my hope is that we go sideways, right? We have those shorts that get liquidated about 117, 118,000. Right? We need to definitely get above there. So at this point, right? I mean, there's some things to be worried about, but I'm still bullish, baby. Um, and so yeah, so that's what I got for today. If you like today's video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe for more. I appreciate your time. Thank you for stopping by. If you have any questions or concerns, drop them in the comments. Again, this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Just giving you my thoughts on what's going on. So, as always, take it easy. Peace.